A gorgeous weekend, gorgeous day today, and we have been very dry. Typically, October, November are our driest months, and no surprise that so far into the month, on the 8th, we have not had a drop of measurable rainfall at Kenner. So we are just about an inch below average for the month. However, for the year, we are still over 2 feet above normal. So we could stay dry till the end of the year and be just fine as far as our yearly average go. And looking back at October, it was a particularly dry month. You have to go back to the 26th that we had some measurable rainfall, and before that, it was almost 3 weeks before we had any kind of rainfall. Had a couple of days in the early part of the month and 1 day toward late October. Only about 2.5 inches of rain for the month of October. We have been so far dry November, and not much in the way of rainfall is expected. That little bump of a 20% chance on Thursday is with another cold front, and that'll reinforce the very chilly air that we have outside. And this weekend was particularly cool. We stayed a little bit milder today as we got into the low 70s, staying in the 60s for highs yesterday and Saturday. Our current temperature is 68 degrees. Dew points are also a little bit lower. That allowed our morning lows the last couple of mornings to drop into the 30s and 40s. Today's high was only 71, 2 degrees below average, and we were well below average for our morning low. We typically don't drop into the 40s on the South Shore this early in the season, and certainly not 30s on the North Shore, but we had that colder air mass move in for the weekend, and maybe even colder air for the coming weekend. Nothing on satellites. Interesting, when you watch satellite with not a cloud in sight, it looks like there's no motion on it. We stayed under bright sunshine all day today, and that allowed us to get into the low 70s, 60s and low 70s outside at the moment. But gradually, temperatures have been warming up a little bit across the central and eastern half of the nation because of an upper ridge. That's going to dominate our weather for the next couple of days until we see another upper trough bring in a very cold air mass. And similar to the last cold air mass, this one will have its origins into northern Canada and the Arctic. And this is yet another very cold plunge of air across the central United States. And that usually does kind of translate down to the southeast as some very chilly temperatures. And it looks like that more Arctic air is really going to take hold of the central and northern United States as we get into the latter part of the week and weekend. And even going into next week may have kind of a reinforcement to really keep that November chill kind of hanging around, with the exception of the little up and down of our temperatures. We'll be back to near 80 degrees ahead of the front, and then they will start to drop behind the front. And by this weekend, it will be sunny, but on the chilly side yet again. High pressure is dominant. That's what kept us under mostly sunny skies. As the high starts to leave us to the east, we will start to see some higher clouds moving in, perhaps during the day tomorrow. And then by late Tuesday, Wednesday, a southeasterly wind will briefly return, allowing for our temperatures to come up, the humidity to come up a little bit. But here comes our next front, which will knock temperatures right back down by the end of the week. So for tonight, chilly. We'll be dropping into the 40s and 50s. I don't know if we're going to see too many upper 30s on the North Shore by early tomorrow morning. Very pleasant day with maybe a few high clouds at around 74. Beautiful weather, nice on Wednesday, but a little warmer, a little more humid. I wouldn't call it muggy, just a little more humid with maybe some stray showers on Veterans Day. Thursday, temperatures come down, a lot of sunshine, but we will stay very chilly this weekend and early next week.
All right, thank you, Chris. We look forward to the chilly weather.